I can't wait till somebody starts speaking up on y'all and all the things you've done, because I'm still not understanding how nobody is bringing up Mary J. Blige's name when she was right there procuring and babysitting whatever catch Diddy had for the week, making sure people stayed in line, giving them the Janice Combs treatment. For the love of God, please stop. Stop.
Right.
If you are not going to tell the truth, Valletta Wallace is no longer here to judge you. If you are not going to start telling the truth, please shut up.
Please shut up. Since Diddy's trial exploded into the spotlight, it's not just the mogul catching fire. His entire bloodline is under the microscope, and now even his so-called innocent daughter, Chance. Well, according to Jaguar Wright, that halo might be fate. Now, let's get something straight. For the longest time, Diddy's daughter, Chance Combs, was seen as the protected one. She was always kept out of the media mess, dressed up like a princess, smiling next to her twin sisters. You'd see her on red carpets, posing for sweet family pics, even walking fashion shows. Basically, she used to paint Diddy as a family man, but Jaguar Wright isn't buying it. She's calling that whole image fake. According to Jag, Chance isn't some innocent kid caught in the crossfire. She's part of a system that's been benefiting from silence. And the craziest part, Jag claims that Chance knows what her father's been doing behind closed doors. Jag says this girl isn't just a bystander. She's been aware, coached, and possibly even used to cover up Diddy's dark tracks. Think about it. Why was Chance always so carefully presented to the public? Why were her school life, her social media presence, and her brand appearances all so polished and curated? Jag's words hit hard. She claims that Diddy didn't protect Chance out of love. He protected her because she played a role that helped him distract the public from the lawsuits, the accusations, and the chaos. And here's where things get more serious. Jaguar brings up that Diddy allegedly groomed his children to normalize the behavior in his world. Not just the boys, but the girls too. She's saying that Chance may have grown up seeing this twisted lifestyle and either accepted it or was forced to. She even questions why nobody's looking into how these kids were raised. All these lawsuits are hitting Diddy, but people are acting like his kids are just innocent props. Jaguar's not having that. She's asking, why is no one questioning Chance's silence? If she's been around this madness for years, how can she be completely clueless? So now folks are starting to look at Chance with fresh eyes. Not as the untouchable innocent daughter, but as someone who might know more than she's letting on.
Joining me now is one of tonight's A-list presenters. It's Sean Diddy Combs with his stunningly beautiful daughter, Chance Combs. Mr. Combs, is this not the perfect father-daughter date night?
I'm speechless. I am speechless. Baby, you look so beautiful. So beautiful. She's a future actress.
Let's break it down real quick. Diddy's family tree isn't simple. It's full of twists, different baby mamas, and a whole lot of image management. But once you really look at the timeline and the roles each child plays, things get interesting. First up, we've got Justin, his first son with Misa Hilton. Justin was Diddy's golden boy early on. Parties, celebrity events, even a scholarship to play football at UCLA. He was front and center. Misa, his mom, stayed mostly out of drama. But she's publicly spoken about how tough it was dealing with Diddy's lifestyle. Then there's Christian, Diddy's son with Kim Porter. Christian's always been branded as the heir. It's got the looks, the modeling gigs, and the bad boy records vibes. His whole image is tied closely to Diddy's brand. Music, fashion, lifestyle, but again, very controlled. Next, we get to Chance Diddy's daughter with Sarah Chapman. Here's where it gets messy. Chance was born just months before Kim Porter gave birth to Diddy's twin daughters, Jessie and Alila. So while Kim was pregnant, Diddy was also expecting a baby with another woman. So Liz, that caused drama behind the scenes, and Chance's existence was kept quiet at first. And yet, in recent years, Diddy suddenly started putting Chance in the spotlight, not just with her sisters, but also in solo moments, fashion shows, red carpet photos. She was always dressed up, well-spoken, soft-spoken. She was sold to the public as this picture-perfect, respectful, low-key daughter, the good girl in the middle of the circus. Others, Baby Love, the newest addition with Dana Tran. That whole Situation was also quiet for a while, then suddenly dropped on the world out of nowhere. Again, Diddy controlling the narrative. And lastly, we can't forget Quincy, Kim Porter's son from a previous relationship. Diddy adopted Quincy, raised him as his own. And Quincy always presented himself as the thoughtful, mature one, almost like the voice of reason in the family. Now, out of all of them, Chance has always been painted as the outsider, the quiet one.
Experience. And then your real predatory people like the Diddy and them, they got somebody that's watching you on the road to see how far you're willing to go, so when they bring you to the house, what they're doing to homosexuality is wrong. Because homosexuality has nothing to do with being a sodomite. It has nothing to do with none of that other stuff. It's not that at all. It's just a preference of the person that you love.
Here's where things take a turn. Jaguar Wright, who's been dropping bombshells on the industry left and right, isn't just talking about Diddy anymore. She's going straight for the kids, and she's naming Chance directly. Jaguar says what most people want, that none of Diddy's children are innocent. According to her, they're not just victims sitting quietly on the sidelines, they're playing roles. And she claims Chance's role is to act like the one who doesn't know anything. The sweetheart daughter. The polite one who stays quiet while everything burns around her. But Jaguar says that's all part of the act. She believes Chance is much more aware than she appears. Behind that calm, gentle image is someone who's been groomed to keep secrets, raised to maintain the illusion. Because in Diddy's world, image is everything, and Chance helped soften his public reputation. Jaguar even dropped this line that really makes you think. They're not fighting for Diddy, they're fighting for survival. What she means is, this isn't about loyalty to their father out of love, it's about dependence. Diddy allegedly controls every financial detail, where they live, what they wear, what opportunities they get. If they speak out, the lifestyle disappears. If they stay quiet, they stay safe, at least on the surface. Jag says that's exactly why none of the kids, including Chance, have said a word. Not when Cassie filed her lawsuit. Not when raid footage leaked. Not even when Diddy started losing brand deals. Silence across the board. And according to her, that silence is strategic, not accidental. She suggests Chance might have witnessed more than anyone suspects. Growing up around Diddy's circle, there's no way she didn't pick up on the strange behavior. The controlling energy or the way people around him disappeared or changed after getting too close to the truth. Jaguar saying what nobody else dares. 2, that Chance is not just another kid stuck in a scandal. She's part of the machine. But what's the proof?
So proud of everything he's accomplished over all these years, and for him to be honored as an icon this year is really amazing.
For years, people looked at Chance as the one child in Diddy's circle who might have been truly innocent, untouched by the chaos, the lawsuits, and the dark rumors around her father. And a big part of that belief came from how she was raised. Unlike the other kids who were raised mostly under Diddy's roof or were constantly shown off in his media circle, Chance was primarily raised by her mother, Sarah Chapman. Sarah kept a low profile. She wasn't out partying or jumping into Diddy's public drama. And because of that, people just assumed that Chance was growing up in a more stable, quiet environment, away from the spotlight and the toxicity. Also, let's be real, Diddy himself didn't exactly treat her like a favorite. He always pushed the twins into the front. You saw them at Miami Swim Week, walking the runway. You saw them at award shows like the VMAs, posing with celebrities. He branded them like little fashion icons. Meanwhile, Chance was barely seen on his socials unless it was a birthday shout-out or a holiday post. She didn't get the red carpet treatment her sisters did. People noticed. That difference is what made so many fans feel like Chance was separate from Diddy's machine. She didn't seem to be part of the brand. She didn't seem to be under his control. In fact, the only major moment she was seen publicly with Diddy was when he took her to the Oscars. And even then, it felt like a one-off, a rare appearance, not a lifestyle. It almost made her feel more normal than the rest. That's why for so long, people gave her the benefit of the doubt. She was seen as the daughter Diddy didn't show off. The quiet one, the one he kept out of trouble. It was like if anyone in the family was clean, it had to be Chance. She didn't grow up in the drama. She grew up in the shadows of it. But was that distance real or just an illusion? Because lately, Chance has been front and center and people are starting to notice something.
Yes, I'm an aspiring actress and it's my first time at the Oscars, so I'm really excited to be here. Yeah.
So here's where things get uncomfortable. After all the silence, Chance started popping up, and not just casually. She was seen hanging out with Ava Dash and her cousin Kwai right in the middle of the time when Diddy was getting blasted in the news. The feds were raiding homes, lawsuits were dropping, headlines were wild. And there's Chance laughing on camera, chilling like nothing happened. In this now viral video, people noticed something off. The comments were huge. A person commented saying, "You can tell by the way she's laughing, like nothing's happening. She knows exactly what's going on." This is damage control in real time. Another. One added, "Chance moving like a PR plant, not a daughter. She is out here acting normal while her dad's empire is burning down." Inside Diddy's world, favoritism wasn't just about love. It was about control. The twins, Jesse and Dalola, were always front and center. From fashion shows to red carpets to magazine spreads, they were Diddy's golden girls. The cameras followed them. The world watched them grow up like stars. But Chance was always on the outside looking in. She didn't get the same attention. She wasn't invited to every high-profile event. And for a teenage girl growing up under that shadow, that kind of treatment hits hard. That's where the theory comes in. Diddy allegedly used emotional manipulation to play his kids against each other. Hey, and when someone craves approval that badly, especially from a powerful parent, they might start doing things just to stay close. That's what some people believe is happening now. Chance might not be helping out of loyalty, but out of survival. Jaguar Wright even said they're not just fighting for him, they're fighting for survival. She claims Diddy controls the money, the lifestyle, the access. Everything. And none of the kids are financially independent. That means no matter what they think about him personally, they can't risk crossing him. They stay quiet, they play their roles. Because the second he's gone, the whole structure falls apart. So now the big question becomes, do you believe Chance really knew what was going on? Or is she just another pawn in Diddy's twisted game? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more exclusive updates.